Morning, San Francisco.
All right. So it
Stay
says,
classy,
stream
San
is going.
Diegoid.
I'm looking at the stream preview,
Nope.
not really seeing
Yourself,
anything.
San Diego.
There we
I'm
go.
Ron Burgundy.
Yep, we're live. I see Matt rubbing his eyeballs. Gross.
Oh,
I
Matt.
have allergies,
No picking
okay?
your ass or your nose this time.
I'm allergic to streaming.
Makes me
You see a
sneezy.
doctor? Or...
All right, guys.
You don't
Let's
have
get
a
this
healthy
thing
stream.
rolling.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. You ready, guys? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I was born prematurely.
I was born as well.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a sci-fi horror role-playing game. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian as Jack.
I did get the tissues, but why were they used?
Because of the issues. Gabe as Roy.
I think it's kind of messed up that 99% of the things I say end up in bloopers.
You're awfully quiet. And Matt as Rocky.
Good job, Jeremy. I'll keep sending you that $20 a week to make sure everything Gabe says stays in the bloopers.
It's a deal. I mean, what? Welcome back, players. How is everybody tonight? How are we doing? How are we feeling?
Good.
What are we drinking?
Fan-friggin-tastic.
What are we
It's
eating?
Pellegrino.
It's a Pellegrino.
It is?
Now try saying that without moving your mouth.
It's
It's
Pellegrino. It's a Pellegrino.
Pellegrino. Oh, I did it. Except for the P is a tough one.
Nice. I'm also doing sparkling water.
Said.
Ooh. I'm not. I'm doing mineral water.
Not sparkling, just flat.
Oh,
Dead
aren't we
minerals.
all, Mr.
It's got a
Fancy
rock in the
Pants?
bottom.
I have ion water.
Oh, my.
Your
I
eyes
have
on the water?
dehydrated water.
It's bad. It's
bad
awful
water.
chewy.
It's out of his
Super
faucet.
All right, listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, please drop us a letter from beyond at contact.lovecrafttapes.com. And I do have a few new ones to read, which is nice. I didn't think I
Nice.
would, but they came in.
That's awesome.
So we're going to go ahead and read those right now. All right, guys,
Are you really?
gird your loins, okay? You got to take the bad with the good, and we're going to do the bad first.
My
okay?
loins hurt.
Your loins are a little lower, Gabe. Those aren't your loins.
My loins are tender.
You don't know where my loins
Okay.
are.
Here?
I'm going to try to do
Here?
this without crying. So
Okay.
let's just.
All right.
Let's just. Arbor Barber says, "Toxic nerd masculinity, 1 star. The DM is great. The DM is great and tries to make
wrong already.
tries to make things happen, but the players are egregious trolls and do their best to undermine any serious narrative. Also, it's fine for men to roleplay as women, but maybe don't spend your whole day making menstruation jokes and giggling at your own wit."
Did we do that?
I don't remember, but probably.
I giggle about everything.
I mean, yes, we
And
are.
this is a comedy podcast.
Yeah, well,
I mean, Brian is clearly high on weed most of the time, so
but-
there's not a lot that won't get him to
Gummies.
giggle.
Tonight, I promise this will be the most serious episode ever.
please no. No one wants to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going full serious.
I second
serious.
it. This is I'm not gonna make a joke this episode.
Oh,
All because
full
of you,
serious.
Arbor Barber. Okay, that's the bad. Let's move on
Yeah.
to the good.
Oh, he had
That's
nothing
not
bad to
bad,
say
though.
about
That's-
me and Matt.
No,
We are
nothing
that's-
specific.
That's their opinion, and that they're fine to have that
Absolutely, everybody's
opinion.
entitled. So,
Yeah.
It's just a wrong opinion to have.
And if you notice, we haven't played a girl since.
Yep. Well, I'm playing 2 tonight, so at least 2
Whoa.
tonight. All right, moving on. Professor Polymorphic says, "An excellent blend of horror and comedy." And Professor is actually in the chat tonight. 5 stars. Do yourself a favor and give the Lovecraft tapes a listen. The Keeper is a talented writer, and his descriptions and scenes are very compelling and believable. The horror is mixed with a fair amount of comedy, driven in large part by a funny trio of players.
We're sorry.
This is one of my all-time favorite podcasts, and I have listened through the entire thing twice. If you enjoy Call of Cthulhu or Delta Green actual play material, then you owe it to yourself to add the Lovecraft tapes to your subscriptions. So thank you, Professor.
Yeah,
I
we
hate
won't
to
let
break it
happen
to
again,
you.
though.
we're not doing comedy anymore, so this
Yeah,
might not
this
be
is-
the podcast for you.
Yeah, no, we're 100% serious 100% of the time.
Yes. What you don't know is that
80% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
we're 5 white guys and we're 5 snowflakes. So that one-star review, just we're in shambles now, and despite all the other 5-star reviews, the one star is going to kill
This is
us.
going to be the last
Remember.
episode.
This is it. We're out. We're leaving on a low note. We're like we're boarding the helicopter and we're leaving in disgrace. We retire. So, anyways, that was our From Beyond letters. So appreciate
Nice.
you guys
Well, thank
bringing
you for
those
sending
in.
those in, guys.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank one of you.
Yeah. All right. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft tapes.
Which part?
And probably in another week or two, we'll shout those folks out, but we're not
Middle
quite there
part.
yet. All right. Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. All right, guys, you know the drill. Let's roll some Sweet D. 48 for me.
25 for me.
Nice.
18 for me.
do you
Okay,
roll
so it looks
barely
like it's
well?
me and Brian again. It's me and
Yes,
you, buddy.
Because he wants to be special.
I guess so.
I'm receiving it.
Yep, you're the receiver. I'm the seller.
Guys, we're not
Sorry.
being serious
Sorry.
enough right now.
Sorry.
Let's
I'm
bring it back.
accepting your commercial.
There we go.
Thank you.
Much
Thank
better.
you. Hey,
Much
buddy.
better.
What can I get you to drink? You want something from the top shelf?
I heard that the smoker's cough is real good.
Oh God, you wouldn't want to do that stuff. That's,
No, I heard.
I got plenty of mayonnaise in back though. If you want, we can go straight.
Whoa,
You don't
buddy.
need to mix it with nothing.
Hey, just the drinks.
All right. Well, look, I got something brand new for you. It's right up here. You
Ooh.
see that? See that funny little bottle? It's got the fur all over it.
I don't have eyes.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yes, I do like that. I want more.
Well, here, let me get it down for you. Feel that. That's
Oh,
what kind of skin do you think that is?
I would say, Anglo-Saxon?
Well, you're close.
Is that vague enough?
Let me pour you just a little bit of a shot here. Now, be careful. This stuff is pretty hyper. It's 196 proof.
Well, I don't know what that means.
It means it's got a lot of alcohol. It's mostly alcohol.
That's what I want.
It's 98% alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I've been living off of that stuff that cleans your hands, so this should be easy.
Yeah, this will be no problem for you. Here, take a little sip of that. What's that taste like to you?
That is fantastic. May I have another?
No, slow it down, buddy. We gotta take it easy now. This stuff it's not cheap, and but it's important. Here, read this label that says Magwai Spiritu.
Ooh.
What do you think that means?
Pour me another?
Absolutely. Here you go.
Oh, I guessed that right. I didn't think it said that.
Now, let me check the label here. It says, "Do not drink after midnight." Oh shit! It's 12:01. Hey, where'd you get them fangs, buddy? Yeah, just take it easy. Take it easy. We'll figure something
me.
out. Let me get you a little bit of water. Take a slug of that. Oh God, no! It says don't get wet. Don't get wet. This is not good. All right, we just have to wait here until sunrise, and everything will be okay. All right. I need to call that 1-800 number. All right. Yeah, no, that was a little weak, wasn't it?
Well, once I turned into a monster.
Yeah, all bets are off. And we're back. What'd you guys think of that product under service?
Terrible, way too silly, not enough serious. We need more serious, guys.
Yeah, cereal. I'm cereal.
You know, Matt, I think you're right. You make me so angry, product under service. One of these days, I'm going to bang pow zoom you to the moon. You can't tell me what to do anymore. I'm an adult now. Besides, just because my dad died and mom got remarried to you doesn't mean you're my new dad. Heck, you can't even catch like my real dad. In fact, I refuse to call you dad. You're just plain Steve to me. I don't care what my mom wants me to call you. How do you like that, Steve, huh? How do you like that? Oh, hang on. No, I didn't mean to make you cry. I know, you're trying your best. It's not your fault. It's me, okay? I'm just sad that my father's dead, you know? I mean, who gets crushed by a meteorite? So random. Look, you can be my new dad, okay? Well, I love you too, Product Ender Service. I love you too.
Food eater.
Oh, that was so fun to write. All right. Now.
And this is why we make sure that we keep the Gabe and Matt show a much more serious affair, isn't that right, Gabe? There's
Yeah, the Gabe
zero
and Matt
silly.
show. The Gabe and Matt show has no jokes, meaning it is Emmy
it is all-
award winning.
Yeah, but that's
Yep.
not on purpose.
Hard-hitting journalism.
And it's quite the affair. Whirlwind, you might say. Now, dear investigators, we continue. Case 11.
Ooh.
Haunted Heart. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. After a harrowing bike ride, which includes Jack flying head over heels into a drainage ditch and a near run-in with a cycling doomsayer, our detectives finally managed to reach Squantum Point. On their walk to Po Manse, they are struck with how lifeless this peninsula seems to be. The mansion itself is a stoic structure, squatting gray and humorless on a bleak piece of stone-strewn land. The trio meets their local Delta Green field operatives, Danny Potts and Ricky Weaver, two ghost-hunting women who also seem to have a penchant for practical jokes and talking gargoyles. While Jack explores the exterior grounds, tussling unsuccessfully with a garden rake, the rest enter the building. Roy and Danny trade pleasantries and giggles as they unpack the high-tech, spirit-busting gear in the foyer. Boy, if only I could write. Meanwhile, Rocky and Ricky discover footprints in the dust, which may lead them to the missing girls, though a disembodied whisper from a dark doorway gives them pause.
Oh, God.
Cat paw.
Not again.
Rocky. Ricky looks at you with wide eyes. Did you hear that? Before you can answer, she's already dashing toward the door. And I'll go ahead and bring up the map for you guys. We're going to go straight into action.
Oh, jeez.
Boom.
Oh,
So you'll see that I've added a few things to the map. Namely, I
Any footprints?
have revealed some doors. Now you can assume that whenever you see a doorway that is swung open as if it were an architect's drawing, that the door is actually closed. So don't assume that it's actually open the way it's showed.
That's just the way it swings.
Yeah, I'll let you know if something is open, but you can assume closed otherwise. So, no. I've revealed the footsteps, the tracks that Jack found on the perimeter of the outside of the grounds. You'll see a little red. You should see a little red footprints. See that?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. And then you see the ones in the staircase hall that Rocky found and almost ruined. And then to the north of that, you'll also see it where I put West Lobby over where it said South Lobby. You should see that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure the directions got proper. And then you'll see the little speech bubble, whisper bubble, where the sound was coming from that doorway, which is started to creak open. So, Rockaloo, that's what Ricky does. What do you do?
Don't you know you never run after the sound? Have you not seen a horror movie? Oh, my. I'm going to draw my gun and tactical, flashlight on top of gun and kind of very quickly and quietly as I can kind of stalk after her.
Okay, awesome. So you both enter the West Lobby.
Serious, guys. We're serious.
Serious. Ethereal. And so Jack and Roy.
What was I doing?
I don't know.
Oh,
You're Jack and Roy.
I gotta give you a little intro here. Jack and Roy. At the sound of a commotion in the next room, You both stop daubing blood from Jack's chin and look at Danny. She returns your stare and smiles creepily. "We've got one," she whispers excitedly, then sprints into the main hallway.
I'll follow her as I have been.
I wipe the rest of the blood off with my sleeve and follow.
Okay, so you guys all pitter-patter into the staircase hall, and you see the tail end of Rocky disappearing into a small room just to the left of the staircase.
Don't you dare.
Tail end.
Tail end.
Don't you dare.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pause for a minute.
I quit.
Like, Roy, what do you see? Because he's in front.
And actually, Danny is in front of you.
Yeah, but
So
I
it
don't
was
like
Danny,
Danny.
then Roy went, and then you're
Yeah.
coming up the rear, and you're just kind of basically running across the main staircase hall, which is actually pretty big.
Okay.
So it's going to take him a minute to get there. So
All right.
because you guys were here in the just outside
Yeah,
the
yeah.
in the foyer.
I don't remember. Did I have my flashlight out when I came in on the last episode? I forget.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to, as we're crossing, I'm going to shine the light behind me. And as I'm running, I'm going to look over my shoulder and just do a scan of the room to make sure nothing else is on the opposite side from the direction we're heading.
Okay. Yeah. No, it appears to be as you saw it previously.
Okay.
Or actually, did you ever get into
No,
the
I haven't
mansion?
been into this.
Okay, so
That's
this
where
is
we
sort of
ended as I was here.
Yeah, this is sort of an alien landscape for you.
So I'm kind of getting a look of the land a little bit for myself.
All right, why don't you give me a spy hidden, please?
All right. I need a 77. I rolled a 12. That's an
All right.
extreme success.
Nicely done. So
You see everything.
you see everything. Well, you do see that there are a set of footprints towards the west end of the hallway, the staircase hallway here, that appear to lead into a larger area. Which, with your extreme, we're going to go ahead and reveal a little bit of that room for you.
Oh, good.
Okay, because I think that was probably enough to warrant. And because you were walking along that side of the house, I'm going to actually reveal that whole room for you.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so let's see. I want to make sure I got this right. Polygon reveal. Boom, 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 boom.
Let's go back to my room.
Yeah, I think that's good right there, actually.
Oh, beauty.
Okay.
Drop the
So
base.
That is nice.
directly to the west of the staircase hall is a larger room that you don't really see much now. It's sort of shrouded in twilight. There is
Sparkly vampires?
sparkly vampires. There are
no.
you see a little bit of twilight coming in through the west wall in that larger room. So you just see sort of like shades of oh shoot, I apologize. I got to pull up one other asset here that I forgot. My asset.
Guys, serious.
Sort of like you get the impression that there might be some furniture in there that is covered, possibly. Okay.
Okay.
In that larger area.
Got it.
All right. So Roy, you round the corner and see Ricky slowly opening up a door and peeking inside as Rocky has his gun out and flashlight pointed at what she's about to reveal. And I'll go ahead and reveal this for Rocky.
Don't look, Roy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to look, Roy. This is just for me. This is just for me.
I'll take it seriously.
So Ricky opens the door, and you see what appears to be a closet. And the door opens to reveal an empty closet. Judging by the one lone hanger rod on a rod, this might have been used to store coats.
Well, that was rather anticlimactic.
And Ricky's looking in there, and she's like, looks back at Rocky and says, "But we both heard it, right?"
I mean, something is this an old house? It might have very well been wind coming through a window somewhere, or the house settling, or maybe there's mice or rats running around here.
Yeah, I guess so. I it sounded like it said something though. What did it say?
I don't know. That was a week ago when we heard it. You expect me to remember that?
Eat it, Joe's.
Eat at Joe's.
Drink your Ovaltine. A crummy
Ovaltine.
commercial.
Burma shave.
Hashtag sponsor us, Ovaltine.
It sounded
Hashtag not sponsored.
it sounded to me like a little girl. I don't know. Hey, Danny? Yeah, Ricky? Go get the doll. And Danny turns and runs back towards the foyer past Jack, who is now coming into that small lobby area.
The West Lobby area?
West lobby, not to be confused with the South lobby area.
The South lobby sucks. The West lobby. Is
Eat
where
it,
it's at.
Mo's.
Rocky, what do you got?
Well, it appears an empty closet.
What? Get down!
So I'm going to holster my gun and I'm going to kind of push my way past Ricky into the closet, and I'm going to just start kind of tapping on the walls just to make sure there isn't any kind of hidden passages or any kind of secret things hidden in the closet, because, old house mystery, secret passages are kind of a thing.
Absolutely. Why don't you roll me a D100, please?
25.
25. Yeah, so you go inside and just sort of tap around a little bit on the walls, and it sounds pretty solid. I mean, it's kind of what you would expect for a well-built mansion. So you don't hear any hollow sounds that might indicate passage beyond or anything like that. So it sounds pretty solid to you. And why don't you go ahead and give me a spot hidden while you're in there?
I needed a 60. I rolled an 87. That's a failure.
Okay. So you're kind of looking around as you're tapping, and your flashlight starts to go out a little bit. It's like just sort of going on and off, and then it gets steady, and then goes dead for a minute, and then comes back on. So you're not getting quite as good a look as you might expect.
I should have gone for the rechargeable batteries.
I'm going to notice that, and I'm going to step up with my light and hold it up over top of his head into the closet for him to help him.
It helps a little bit, but it's sort of a small closet, so it's not as helpful as you might think.
I'm going to press up slowly against him and just slide the light.
Just sort of slide back and forth.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Is it there?
We're serious, guys. We're trying to.
That's right. No more jokes. No more jokes. And then, and then after a couple of minutes, you hear Danny running back, or at least you assume it's Danny. Tap, 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 tap.
Well, it seems like a very well-built closet. I don't think there's any kind of hidden passageways for anyone to slip through without us noticing.
You sure it came from this closet? Because right across the hall here is another door.
No, I'm quite sure. Both Ricky and I are quite sure that it came from this closet.
What was it that you heard?
It sounded like a little girl.
That's what it said? Sounded like a little girl.
Yeah, exactly.
We're children.
And then Danny rounds the corner carrying this doll that appears to be about, let's say, 3 feet tall. It is dark-haired, dark eyes. It's wearing a bright red dress, and it looks a little bit, just maybe a little bit, like Lily Rose.
Like a doll's eyes.
And then Danny comes and says, "Here she is, boys. Take a gander. Meet Puddin'."
I'm not sure now is the time to be playing house.
I'll immediately recoil when I see the thing.
Back up.
I just look over at Roy like I'm not the only one seeing this, right?
I'll shoot it.
What is it, boys? What's wrong?
Why do you have a doll here?
Oh, someone just donated. I think.
Is that why you have a doll here?
Or we got some weird message that just
The doll came from the donation.
That was strange.
Yeah, we're serious. We don't play with toys. Danny.
Yeah, this is a serious podcast, guys.
Oh, that hurt.
Nice. All right, see ya, Professor Polymorphic. All right, so she's like, well, this is Puddin'. We use her for our investigations.
You use a doll for an investigation.
Yeah, and then Ricky stands up and is looking at you as well with her hands on her hip. She's like, yeah, what's up with you guys? This is Puddin'. We got her a while back at an antique shop in Provincetown. And here, look, Danny, give it to me. Let me show you. And Danny hands over to Ricky. Okay, guys, now what we do is, you probably know about this because of all of the ghost hunting shows that you've seen out there. You basically just take this doll and set it in a location. And if there's any sort of paranormal activity, it'll trigger the doll to say something. Here, I'll show you. And she punches a little button in the back, and you hear, "I like pudding." And Roy, I'm going to need you to make a sanity roll.
Yay, me again. I failed. I did a 62. I got a 94.
Nice.
At least it wasn't a fumble.
Right? Exactly right. So, go ahead, and you're going to take 1 point of sanity damage
Per minute.
per minute. And let's hear how you react to this.
How close am I to them?
You're relatively close.
All right.
You're all basically in a
she's
little
still
group.
holding it. So
Yes.
she's still holding it. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it says that, I'll hit the doll out of her hand, and I'll go and sort of curl up in the corner
Oh,
and sort of rock back and forth,
Rocky.
talking to myself about, I thought that she was gone. I don't know where she went, but she's ended up here. She keeps finding me.
How do you guys
I just
react?
need to get away from Rose.
And how does Jack and Rocky react to that?
Get that thing.
Sorry, I was going to say Danny and Ricky just sort of stand there,
Yeah.
shocked.
Get that thing out of here.
What?
And I point out into the large room, and I'm going to run over to Roy. It's okay.
Just give us-
Daddy's here.
Just give us 1 second. No, I'm gonna walk over, snap out of it, man, and I'm gonna backhand him across the face.
Combat. Entering combat.
No, I think since he's triggered a little bit, we'll leave it at that. We'll say that the
then
backhand breaks him out of the.
All right. I'm shooting you next time you have a sanity break.
And
Snap out of it.
so meanwhile, Danny's like moving back towards the foyer, sort of shaking her head, and she's taking the doll with her.
Now that Rocky's there smacking him, I'm going to walk up to Danny.
And Ricky is standing, but Danny's walking back to the foyer.
Danny has the doll, correct?
Yep, she's already halfway down the staircase.
I'm going to quickly catch up
Okay.
and explain what's happened.
What's wrong with him?
That doll looks just like his daughter. We lost her.
Do you think that's a coincidence?
We don't know. I think that's why he freaked out.
Huh. Well,
So whatever tests we're going to be doing, he can't be there when we use this doll.
well, it's not, entirely necessary. I know Ricky likes to use her, but we have other things. So we have a lot of different items we can use instead. It's not
I just wanted to make you aware.
Okay. Well, it's for just
And I'm
very
just going to
strange.
turn and walk back towards the other people as I made her aware. Short and sweet.
Wait a minute, Jack. Wait a minute. Give me a hand over here, will you?
I walk over to her and go, and then turn around and walk
Very
back.
nice. Very nice, sir.
What do you need?
Well, we got a lot of stuff to unpack here. Now I'm going to need your help with something else in a minute, okay? But come on, follow me.
I'm not. No.
I'm not no.
No.
So you are,
I'll
then.
make you kiss the doll.
I grab that down. No.
Kiss it.
Serious. I'm going to start to unpack and whatever she needs to put where she needs to put it.
All right, come on over here.
Set it up.
Check this out, and then we'll cut back to Roy and Rocky.
What am I checking out?
Roy coming out of the thing and feeling a little bit more himself, and Ricky standing there just like, so you guys are the best of the best at Delta Green, huh?
Well, that's what they tell
Am I
us.
in it?
Yes, I'm not sure if they're lying to us to make us feel better, or I wouldn't put it past them.
Okay. Well, guys, I really hate to break it to you, but we're gonna be here a little while, and if this is how we're gonna start things off, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in our ability to have you guys track down those kids.
See, we're like a freight train. We're a little slow to get going, but once we get that momentum up, things kind of happen fast. So you're just gonna have to give us a bit of a warm up period.
All right.
Just give us a little bit, and we'll get there.
Okay, I guess that's fair enough. I've been there too, and I understand if that looked like your daughter, Roy, that must have come as quite a shock. I had no idea. You have to trust me on that. We got it just a couple years back. I found it in an antique shop. It just sort of called to me. I don't know why, but
Don't call her my daughter.
I won't. I'm sorry. We'll just leave her in the case, okay? She has her own little case. It's a cute little case. It doesn't look like a coffin at all. It's just padded, and I've never heard her breathing in there or anything like that. So
Hey, Ricky, why don't
Yes.
we keep following those footprints we saw earlier? Maybe
Ooh.
maybe there's still something off in that direction.
good idea. Good idea. Well, actually, you know what, guys? I think because we've encountered this something talking to us, we might want to set up for a little bit more of an investigation. We have all the tools we need. How about we get those things set up and then we can proceed, because clearly something's up here. And I think the footprints that we found give us every indication that the girls are probably, or were probably here, maybe still are here. So how do you feel about that?
As long as it's just a normal setup, I have no problems.
We won't bring out the doll, I swear. I swear to God. What was your daughter's name, by the way?
Rose.
Rose. Well, it's a pretty name.
But
Anyways,
don't call her my daughter.
okay, I won't. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go on and unpack. Let's help Danny and Jack a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out the faces that Matt's making. There were some eye rolls there, a little smirk, and then a
And she walks back to the foyer, towards the vestibule, and so they proceed to basically run down all of the different equipment you guys will have access to.
All right.
So I don't know if you want to make some notes here, but essentially you're going to have all the ghost hunting things that you're very familiar with.
Yeah.
That's what these guys do. This is their primary objective, is to record and gather evidence of a haunting. And of course, this mansion is well known for being haunted. And I think you've already seen that maybe there is a little something going on here. So obviously, you have EVP recorders, which allow you to speak with the spirits and record the responses using electronic voice phenomenon. And with each of these methods, by the way, there will be particular skills attached to them. So when you use them, it will be dependent on how well you do, and depending on where you're at too. There is obviously the talking doll, which we will not be using. There are EMF meters, which detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields.
Eerie motherfucker.
Yeah, baby. Full spectrum POV cams, which detect and record orbs and other spooky phenomena. Handheld thermal cams, which detect cold spots or movements of the unseen. There is a flux device, which you can use to ask yes or no questions. Green light means yes, red light means no.
But only after we reach 1.21 gigawatts.
Exactly. There is a handheld laser grid. So it's like a little laser gun that you use that will throw up these points in a particular hallway. And if you see fluctuations to detect movement of invisible forces, if you determine something might be there beyond the veil. There are motion sensor alarms. And I determined that there's just 2 sets of those, so you can kind of set them up if you need to. But basically, there are 2 points that can be attached to walls, and then they'll emit an audible alarm if something goes through them. There is an Ouija board. There are candles.
Are they scented candles?
They're scented candle, yes.
Oh,
Sponsor us candles.
It's beechwood. It's
I'm just saying,
sandalwood. Sandalwood.
we're open. We're open to talk Bath and Body Works. We're open.
Exactly. And finally, there is some material to perform some spirit writing, if you so choose.
I don't think I will.
And that's where you invite the spirit to control your movements to send a message. And those are the basics. Ricky and Danny may have something tucked up their sleeve for later, but we'll see.
Nice.
So that's what you got as they lay these things out. Danny says, "All right, guys, that's basically it. It's getting a little late now. We're starting to get almost dark. I got an idea. How about me and one of you guys? Do you decide who?
Jack.
Go get some grub. We'll bring it back."
I can go.
Yeah, you guys figure it out. It's fine. I go where whoever wants to go is fine, and the rest of you guys just stay here with Ricky and set things up. Does that sound good?
Yeah, roll a D100, guys.
I think I can go.
All right. Yeah.
Lowest one goes.
Oh, you cheated.
You rolled a D2.
Dirty cheater.
Nice. So it sounds like Roy wants really badly to go, so that's fine.
Which is why he can't go. That's how these things
I put
work.
my dice away and go, all right, Roy, you can go.
You can go. All right, Roy. You're the muscle anyway, so come on, let's get out of here. What do you guys like on your pizza, by the way?
Ham and pepperoni.
Nice.
Anything but black olives.
No black
Green
olives.
I had
All
a
right.
really bad, it's a bad experience with those once.
No
down
problem.
In the Mediterranean, it involved barrels and brine, and things went south very quickly. And
So just black olives on half.
But don't let it leak over to the other half.
The middle
The
half.
worst.
there were tentacles in there somewhere. It was a blur.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like 3 extra large Hawaiians coming up.
Yes.
No.
Nothing
I
but
don't want to go
pineapple.
anymore.
And then also bring the pizza back.
Oh, quit your grousing, Roy. Let's go. And she heads out the front door.
Bye.
And I go with her.
Yeah. All right, so those 2 are going to be heading off to grab some grub for the rest of yous. What do you guys want to do, Jack and Rocky?
Get out my sleeping bag and settle in for the night.
So right now it's around 6 o'clock at night. I
Alright.
have determined.
I would like to grab the thermal cam and the flux device,
Okay.
and I'd want to set up. I'm explaining all this as I'm doing it, though. I'm going to grab these. I'm going to go set up where you heard the voice by that closet, and I'm just going to sit
Alright.
in the corner.
And think about what you've done.
Think about what I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, maybe we should search around and get the lay of the land first and then determine.
Who said that?
It's me, Ricky. I'm so fine. I'm so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Hey, Ricky.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to go sit in that little area.
Are you guys actually with Delta Green? I haven't checked your credentials.
Well, we've been seeing each other, but we're not exclusive.
When you two are done clowning around, you can come find me. I'm going to keep following those footprints from earlier. I'm going to grab my flashlight and leave.
Nice.
And Ricky basically sprints to catch up to you. She wants to stay side by side with you as you go.
Nice.
Jack, what do you want to do?
I was halfway over to the west lobby, and I see that they're going into the living room. Mm-hmm. That's where you're headed, correct?
Yeah, that's where the
footprints were pointing.
So I'm going to be like, damn it, and follow them into the living room.
All right, cool. All right, let me give you a little description of the living room now that we have already illuminated that for you. Bum, bum, bum. All right. The southwest end of the mansion's lower floor is dominated by a massive living room. Strewn about are the remains of once fine furniture, including plush velvet lounge chairs, leather sofas, a grand piano, and assorted end tables, all now lopsided and unsteady. Bookcases in each corner once held tomes of literature, and indeed there are the moldering remains of some still piled here and there. Directly west is a wide alcove covered in cobwebs and fitted with a window seat, which overlooks the brambles outside. To the north are heavy sliding pocket doors now open, which lead to what looks like a dining room.
I'm going to cross over to the window seat area. Mm-hmm. Because that's kind of what I saw coming in, just to see exactly where that is and locate in reference to where I stepped on the rake.
Before he starts doing that, I'm going to arm out to stop him. Before we go in and disturbing all the dust that's in here, you're pretty good at following footsteps, right?
What? Yeah, let's see.
Why don't you help me sweep the floor, see if we can't
Won't that get rid of the
trail?
Sweep the floor? I mean, come on, man. Use your brain. All right, yeah, I'll help you track.
All right, explain what you're doing.
I'm going to sniff the air and lock onto the scent of the footprint. I'm gonna crouch down and scan the surface to see what I'm working with, dust-wise, seeing how close we will have to follow where the footprints are at, and not disturb them.
Okay.
Because if you step down in dust, it'll spread just from the movement of your foot.
And indeed, your estimation of the dust is not quite correct. It seems to be. You reach out and touch a little bit of it, and it feels like spongy slightly. So it's a heavier dust that's almost like clinging to the ground. And it may be because the floor in here is slightly different than the one out in the staircase hall. Out in the staircase hall, there was the painted frescoes on the ground and mostly tile. Here in the living room, it appears to be maybe a little bit more scored. Like the surface is slightly scored. So the dust is sort of clinging to it. Not quite like a mold, but, something like if it has
is it a wooden floor?
No, it's not actually.
Okay.
It is stone still. But it's
a little more porous.
Yeah, a little bit more porous.
The other room.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look back at Rocky and say, with my hand, do a sweeping motion to where we need to walk to not disturb the footprints.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a track, please, to
give me a cleanup, please.
Clean up on aisle 10.
I need a 65. I rolled a 9. That's an
Excellent.
extreme success.
Okay.
What do you mean no?
I sneeze and it goes.
And only the footprints remain.
Yep.
Yep.
All the other dust is
The
gone.
dust sticks to the footprints.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal where those footprints are for you. I need to GM. There we go. Oops, I'm on the wrong damn thing here. There we go. Boom. Layer.
I thought this was a professional
Not joking.
podcast.
There you go. So it's quite clear that the footprints leading from the staircase hall into the living room are now turned up and leading into the dining room.
Stuck up footprints.
Exactly. I'm going to need YouTube to both roll me D100, please.
YouTube?
YouTube.
No,
Roll
we're
the-
on Twitch now.
Yeah,
This is Twitch. This is not YouTube, Jeremy. 91.
73.
Thank you. And so, yeah, it's pretty clear, Jack, that the footprints went almost directly to the dining room. So you're welcome to look at the rest of the room if you want, and you won't be disturbing anything.
Okay, good.
These moments where he asks us to roll a D100 without explaining why are the scariest moments of
Yes,
all.
they are. So I'm going to turn left into the room and go down in front of the fireplace and examine the fireplace.
Okay, no longer interested in the window seat?
I'll work my way there.
Okay.
Now
Gotcha.
that I know where I can walk, where I can't walk, I'm
Gotcha.
fine. Take my time.
No problem. No problem. Rocky?
I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to trail up and head right up to the doors up here where the footprints are leading, and kind of not really enter, just lean the top part of my body through with the flashlight and
Just your head.
get a general view on the next room.
Righto. All right. I'm going to move back to
Just
that.
enough to remove the fog of war.
Exactly. And we'll go ahead and reveal that for you.
There's frogs in war?
Yeah. You've never heard of the fogs of war?
There's frogs in Gwar?
I love Guar.
Aw.
And
They
Gwar
love
loves
me
you.
too.
And
I
Gwar
love-
loves you, yes.
I love Lamp.
Now, Gabe,
And-
do you really love the lamp, or are you just looking around the room and saying that you love random objects?
I love flag on wall.
Okay,
I
so
love
Glad you
lamp.
said that. And now what's at your nightstand?
hang on a sec here, guys. Sorry about this.
I love bed.
Dildo collection?
That too.
Oh, wait, no, we're not being serious, guys. We gotta
Yeah.
bring it back
Yeah,
in.
but
Bring
they're
it back.
porcelain,
Come on,
so
guys.
it's okay.
Let's not
I
Ring
love
it in.
doing my taxes.
get another
Serious.
1 star.
Do you love doing my taxes?
Yes, because I am serious.
Welcome to the Taxes Craft Tape podcast.
All right,
crap.
there you go. So yeah, I'll give you a little description of the dining room.
Don't give it to me, though. I'm not up
No,
there.
you don't. You just close your ears.
What?
Turn off your ears.
You can imagine lavish dinner parties being thrown here in the heyday of the mansion, but sadly, the long trestle table lined with solid wooden chairs is empty, with only a twin set of rust-covered candelabras tipped over in the center. A sideboard built into one wall holds only the chipped evidence of fine china, and a shattered gravy boat swept into a far corner of the lower shelf. A northern door to the sun parlor. Another door leads to the sun parlor, while the serving
I'll get
pantry
it eventually.
lies directly east.
East. By the west lobby?
By the west lobby. By the southwest lobby. Yeah, so that's what you see through the door, Rock. So basically a table and chairs. Yeah, so that's what you see, Jack. So you're checking out the fireplace?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, it looks like it has been used in many, many, many years.
Minutes?
Perhaps
Years.
even decades.
Okay.
Seconds.
You do remember that Eldridge Poe was the last surviving member of the family and died in 1993.
Whoa, that's like 400 years.
Yeah, it's like billions. billions. So yeah, so it looks like it probably hasn't been lit
AF.
since then.
I
So
am laughing.
Oh, that's why he's shaking his head. He's serious.
ethereal. So that's
All right.
that's what you get from the fireplace, and Danny's like just sticking straight with Rocky.
Of course. And I'm keeping an ear tuned to them to see where they're at in the room by the echo it gives off of the walls.
Sure.
And I'm going to move down towards this door right next to the fireplace
Okay.
and give that a tug.
Give it a tug. Okay. Rocky, what you doing?
Being serious.
I'm being very serious.
It's working.
So now that I know what's there, I'm going to kind of turn back, and I see Jack's kind of down over by the door over here, so I'm just going to stick to the opposite wall and just kind of start walking the perimeter of the room, checking out the walls. Looking for maybe like photographs.
Okay.
See if they have any like family pictures or any kind of paintings or anything left behind.
I like
Any
it.
dolls?
What? Nice. Yeah. So let's go ahead and each of you give me a spot hidden, please.
Yeah, for sure.
I needed a 60. I rolled a 30. That's a hard success.
All right.
I needed a 77 and I rolled a 53. That's also a success, but not hard.
But not hard. Hard is better. Hard is better.
That is true. That's a true
All
statement.
right, perfect. So we'll go ahead and reveal that doorway for you, Jack. Reveal. Polygon reveal. Boink. And as you might suspect, it's a closet. So it's a little shallow closet. You do see...
That makes
They're
sense.
shallow.
Yeah, very shallow. It looks like it was probably used to store...
Tray tables or something like
yeah,
that.
something like would for there's actually a little sheet a little stack of some written papers on the top shelf. And
I'll
actually
grab
it's a series of shelves with a little bit of room at the very bottom to like tuck something larger in there, like tray tables or whatever.
All right, I'm going to reach for the papers and just slowly pull them down.
Cool. And there is actually there is a single folding like
Accordion file?
dinner table.
Oh, okay.
Or not dinner table, but a dinner tray, like one of those little
Oh,
foldings.
yeah.
It looks like it's made with wooden legs, but it's sort of a tin top to the tray. And it looks like a very faded picture of cowboys. But it's all rusty and kind of banged up a little bit, but
Gotcha.
it's sort of sitting in the back of that closet against the wall. And you grab the stack of papers, and it looks like sheet music.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you have any musical ability, but...
No. But and I'm going to say out loud because I can't control myself. Oh, that tray's going on Antique Roadshow. I slide it out of the closet and kind of tuck it up right by
What
the
was that
edge of
about
the
going on the
fireplace.
Antiques Roadshow?
Antique?
I'm going to hide it next to the fireplace, like wedge it up in the corner there against the wall and against the fireplace that's jutting out so I can grab it later.
Okay.
Take
Yeah,
that
it's not safe in the closet. We need to take it out and put it next to
Well, what if someone else looks in there? I mean,
close it and lock it.
no.
You're safe now.
I know where it's at because I hid it there in the open.
Oh, I see. So just because Roy likes copy machines, you get the tray tables?
I'm not even there.
I know. I'm trying to get them all worked up.
Hey,
All right.
Roy, get black olives on the side.
So,
Hang on.
Rocky, you and Danny are sort of looking through the moldering books in one of the bookcases. You said that far corner, right? Sort of that the opposite wall that he is in. And you almost immediately find, it's sort of odd, because it's tucked into a corner of a bookcase, and you can see that the bookcase has been repaired a couple times over the years. Okay, so it may have like fallen off slightly from the wall, And so some of the angles don't quite match up, right? So it's a little bit of slanting or leaning. And sort of tucked partway into a crack in one corner is a page that attracts your attention because looks like it's written in longhand.
Does anyone here speak longhand?
So Long Dong Silver walks in and says, "I do." No. So I'm going to share that with you, and you're going to get to read it.
Ooh.
And I'll show this to the players. Show to everyone.
Oh, look at this. It seems that our friend Eldridge Poe may have had a diary at some point. 25th December 1963. A sad Christmas indeed. I, Eldridge Poe, am the sole surviving member of my family name. Now that my beloved parents have been buried, this house my only inheritance. No matter, I have enough left of the family fortune to do some good for the children of the community and live out the remainder of my meager existence here, tending to the orchard and reading my treasured books. The attic is full of them. My research will occupy the time, and our family archives will provide more than enough time for the historical record I shall eventually pen. Imagine the Poe name on a bestseller list.
Imagine.
No.
Nope, never happened.
I yell from the closet. Not gonna
You have
happen.
to imagine.
Can you imagine? All the people.
We fade into a...
All right.
Cool.
So that's what you find. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal that. Just the spot where you found it. Move that to the map layer.
Map
All right, map.
layer.
And so Danny's sort of reading, or Ricky's reading over your shoulder. What do you make of that?
Make an airplane.
Is there anything more? Maybe he wrote more.
Well, I mean, this is clearly one page of a larger volume, so maybe we should do a more thorough search of all of the bookcases in the room. Maybe we can find the rest of this?
I think that sounds good. Okay, I'll start over at this other place, okay?
Don't do it.
And she walks away towards the northeast corner of the room. And we'll cut back to Roy and Danny. So, big guy, you married? You got someone?
No, I'm as single as the day I was born.
Yeah, it's good. Me too. I just haven't found the right person yet. You know.
You looking for poison?
That girl is poison. Well, you know, we'll talk about it later. But so I got this place. I kind of wanted to get away from the other guys. I was kind of hoping that maybe you'd be the one. So there is a really good pizza joint just across the river.
Well, let's get going. I love a good pizza.
Right? It's called it's called Boulevard Pizza. They're really good. But I got a little bit of a surprise for you. There's a place not too far away. While they make the pizza, we can grab a quick drink.
I like it. I like a good drink.
How does the Brass Monkey sound to you?
Sounds like one funky monkey.
It sounds like a monkey made of brass, and nothing
Right?
wrong with that.
All right, well, come on, shake a leg. We got to get over to Spring Harbor and catch a booba.
Oh, boober now, huh? Okay.
So she leads you talking the whole way, and you're welcome to interact with her if you want. But you guys are basically going to catch a boober, which is an Uber across the river. And across the river is going to be...
It's a boat Uber. It's a
boat
boober. It
Uber.
just makes
It's
sense. It just makes sense.
Oh, that's what boober.
Ah. And yeah, so you guys are going to go to order some pizzas at Boulevard Pizza across the river, across Providence River. And then you're going to end up at the Brass Monkey.
Across the river?
Across the river. Just up from Boulevard Pizza. And
Which is across the river.
So, and she wants to make some small talk with you.
Your
Well, it
favorite.
really seems like she's the one who does most of the talking around here.
Roll
So,
for small talk, Roy.
So, how long you been with Delta Green?
oh, I've been there long enough that they all view me as a god among men. So,
That must be nice. Not a god among women, I suppose.
well, I mean, I've been viewed as that by many people.
Well, okay. Look, I know. Hey, Johnny, yeah, get us two of my usual drinks, will you?
Oh
And
boy.
he nods, and after a couple minutes, brings over
Smokers coughs.
uh, 2 large beers, pints of looks like it's some sort of red lager, maybe, and then 2 shots on the side.
Oh
And so
God, you're doing Boilermakers.
she says, "Okay, now this is important. What you want to do is you want to take the shot, drop it quick, and chug it down. It's good. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
All right, I'll do just that.
Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3." And she drops it in and grabs, and it's as if she's racing you.
We need competing constitution rolls to see
Yeah.
who wins this race.
Exactly.
And as I drop it, I smash the glass on it.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, boy. I need
Ooh.
a 60. I got a 5. That's an extreme constitution success.
Nice. So yeah, you easily best her. She starts choking a little bit towards the middle part and sputtering, and you can tell she's sort of laughing a little bit. But you just plow through it, chug it. It's actually quite good. It's a double IPA called the Big Red Cock, and it's a shot of rum dropped into it.
Mm.
And she's like, "So, well done, sir. Oh my God, I haven't been beaten yet, and man, you're pretty practiced."
Well, my friends and I ice each other on a near constant basis, so I'm pretty good at chugging.
I'll say, I mean, for this being your first red rum, I think so.
You're not too bad yourself.
Red rum.
Serious.
Well, now that rum's going straight to my head now. Oh man, you want another one?
Yeah, Johnny, get us 2 more.
We got time. All right, let's do another Constitution roll.
Is on the pizza?
Fumble this one. Oh, I need a 60. I got a 30. That's a hard success.
I got a 25, so she beat you on this one. So she finishes it first and wipes her mouth and sort of watches you chug the last of it, and she's already starting to slur a little bit. And she's like, "Okay, that's it. 2 is my limit." Actually, Johnny won't.
Hold on. You're gonna leave us at a tie? Is that really what you're gonna do?
Yeah, we'll kick back with a couple Guinnesses. How's that? Just kind of wash it down a little bit
To sober up with.
to sober up with. Yeah.
No, it's the best 3 out of 27.
So you're free, huh? But what's this about a daughter? I hear. Would you say something about a daughter?
She's not really my daughter. I don't know why those guys insist upon pushing that narrative on me.
Oh, okay. I get it. So are you running from something, Roy?
I'm running from a lot of people, mostly debt collectors.
Yeah, know that. Been there, done that for sure. Yeah, it's been quite a life ever since we got into the Delta Green stuff, but
Yeah, nothing seems the same anymore. That
Yeah.
Rocky, he was always my least favorite brother, and now he's the one I got to spend all this time with.
oh, wait a minute. You guys are related?
Oh yeah, we got some past.
Huh. Yeah, you don't look a lick alike. I gotta say that much.
I guess we aren't related, because I'm. It was.
But are you related?
one of those moments.
Related.
We're okay. If you want to go to 3 times related, we are related.
Yeah, it's I know. I feel like me and Ricky, we've been doing this for a long time. I feel like we're sisters. Actually, that's our name. We call each other the Ouija Wonder Twins.
The Ouija Wonder Twin. I like
Yeah,
that.
It's got a ring to it, right? We came up with it one night. We're drinking, laughing, having good times. And I'm pretty good with the Ouija. Sometimes I can get things plugged in.
It sounds like you know a lot about this ghost stuff.
Oh my gosh, I've been interested in this stuff since I was a little kid, and I'll say that Ricky set me straight. I was a little too eager, and always thought maybe ghosts were just like here always. But she's the one who always insists on getting proof. I gotta respect that. She's really
Well, maybe
a special person.
maybe
you
you
know
maybe you can help clear it up.
what's
You
that?
know that Phil Collins ghost stuff? Is he right or is he a dumbass?
Well, back in the day, I would have said, yeah, he's absolutely right. But without proof, I don't know.
I can't stand Phil Collins. He always out here talking about ghosts at the Alamo.
God rest his soul. But yeah, I just I'm hoping that we make some sort of connection here at the mansion. This is important for us.
I feel like it would help explain a lot of things, make the investigation go a lot easier.
I'm hoping, and whew, man, that beer is going straight to my head. The rum. I'm sorry, I talk a lot when I drink rum. I don't know what it is, but I drink vodka. I don't talk at all. I go to sleep. Rum just gets me going every time.
You talk a lot when you're not on rum, and I like that.
I'm a talker. What do you want? Sometimes I think I bug Ricky, but she's just so gorgeous.
I'm the same way with Jack, and
Yeah.
he's a handsome man, and
He
he
is
gets
handsome.
really bugged.
Yeah. So you guys got a thing going?
Oh no, he's just Jack. He's just Jack.
You don't have to say it twice.
Just Jack.
Just Jack.
Coming to CBS this fall. It's just Jack.
Just Jack. There's no other characters. Yeah, it's well, I'm hoping that maybe this will lead to something a little bit more for me and Ricky, and she and I have been partners for a while, and it'd be nice to make it official.
Yeah, it's really good when you get recognized and you get kept in the same team for a while.
Yeah, team. Yeah. Oh, I think our pizza's probably ready. You ready? You done with your Guinness?
In 3 hours.
We've been here. Oh, it's dawn. Shit.
Yeah, I'm done with my Guinness, but are you sure you want to keep that at a tie?
All right, one more.
Oh.
Johnny, please, just one more, okay? I promise you I won't be here for the next week. All right, ready?
Yep.
Let's do this thing.
Oof.
Oh. You can't spend luck on Constitution either.
So she has a bit of a rough time with her 41, but manages to chug it before you finish yours. And then the two of you go side by side, sort of leaning on each other, back to the pizza parlor, which is just down the street, to pick up your pizzas, wondering how in the heck are we going to get these back horizontal, And we'll go ahead and cut back to the mansion. Yep. So you guys,
Meanwhile,
you've completed your search of the living room and kind of come up empty.
oh, no more diary pages.
Nope, that's the only one you found.
Found a TV tray.
Damn and blast.
Damn blasted.
Playing
Well,
that.
Maybe if he doesn't have the rest of it here, maybe it's in his library. I know he mentioned a library having a lot of books. Maybe he was talking about here, but maybe he has another room with more in them. I mean, he mentioned an archive.
Yes, he did. What did he say in that note?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, the
in
attic.
My,
It says here the attic.
yes, the attic is full of them.
Yeah.
Full of who?
But-
So I guess as we continue scouting the first floor, we need to keep our eyes open for attic access. Although it's probably on the second floor, isn't it?
Probably on the second. Are you guys new with Delta Green?
Yeah, but I have seen houses that have had, secret passages, and you never know where things are going to lead. For some reason, I've yet to figure it out, but for some reason, old houses and secret passageways are like peanut butter and sardines. You just don't find them apart.
Okay. So, Jack, how are you doing?
At that time, I just worked my way over to them. Go. So, what'd you guys find?
Nothing. Let's go.
All right.
Jack, lead
Hey,
the way.
I found an entrance to the attic over here.
See, I told you. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Let's keep moving.
Yes. So why don't we head over to the dining room here, and Jack, you can take another gander and see if you can't keep following those footsteps.
Oh, I see them clear as day.
I will say, based on your extreme previous,
Extreme.
that unless you roll a fumble, you will probably manage to track these as well.
Okay.
Fumble,
So just don't fumble.
fumble.
If you fumble, somebody has to donate money. Wait, we have to donate money, don't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
We are
You did a
somebody.
65. I rolled a 25. That's a hard success.
Nice. So, yep, you do manage to find the next set of footprints, and I will go ahead and reveal those to you.
Map.
Booga booga booga, and boom, and layer and map.
Map.
On the map.
Lair.
Boom.
Map.
Okay, so these are clearly headed towards that door.
Oh, okay.
Yep. In
Cool.
the east wall, essentially. There's a door there,
Cool.
and they are headed that way. Although, at this point, they do seem to be getting more and more faint, Jack. Yeah, they're definitely not as... It's almost as if from the staircase hall to the living room to the dining room, there's more dust on them, and...
Or, believe it or not, they were walking on air.
So, yeah, there's they're becoming less and less apparent as you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is sort of the opposite of what you would expect.
Yeah, you would think they'd be fresher,
Yeah.
a little bit more fresh. Of a
They were walking backwards the whole time.
oh snap! Crackle pop.
Yep.
All right.
Sponsor us, Kellogg.
And I've already
I'm gonna-
described the dining room, so you know what's in there for the most part.
I'm just gonna do a sweep with my flashlight just because I hadn't been up there, but this is what I see.
Cool. Why don't each of you give me a D100?
Again?
Another one.
25.
59.
Cool. Thank you.
Nice.
Almost
Oh,
close.
wait. No, that's
So
not it.
Almost nice.
So close.
Can we give him 10 luck and make it nice?
Well, I've got 15 luck, so I'll spend it
Yeesh.
Nice.
just to get the nice.
All right.
All right. So I'm
We
going
are
to.
so serious right now, guys.
I'm going to hug the. What is this on the?
That
wall?
is a sideboard. So it's basically
Okay, I
just
can
like a
read the
little...
text,
Yeah,
so.
it's a little... just a little place where you can set
Yeah.
china and serving implements and things like that, and
Little
where you
area.
might put like the
A
soup,
buffet.
the soup that's about to be served for the next, that sort of thing. So
The soup is cold.
and they just like pour the soup on the sideboard. No.
Yeah.
Come lick it up.
Hey there, there's a fly in my soup.
Okay, so I'm going to hug that wall by the sideboard, and as I'm walking towards the door where the footprints go,
Mhm.
I'm going to draw my fingers across the top of the sideboard and pick them up to compare the dust to the floor dust to see if it's as thick there as it is on the floor, because it doesn't seem right. Something's not right
Right.
with the dust
Cool.
collection.
Nice. Rocky, what are you doing
Dust.
while he's examining the dust?
I'm going to squeak past him and I'm going to peek in through the door up here where the footprints are pointing to.
Okay. Nice. We'll go ahead and reveal that for you. Reveal area.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Inspector.
Hey, we're being serious.
All right, I'm sorry. I apologize
told you, we
to
just
all of
can't
our
do
viewers.
this.
Serious podcasts don't sing copyrighted songs.
I don't know why this thing is being so fluid.
We're public domain from here on out.
right?
You get it.
You got it, Bubby.
I'm just
All
going to continually sing happy birthday because that is now in the public domain.
I'm gonna sing a bunch of Mozart.
right. Like a bunch, like a shit ton of Mozart.
We're all classical music because public domain only.
All right, so we'll get with Jack first. Jack, the sideboard, it does seem to be as dusty as what you see on the ground. Maybe a little bit protected just because it's sort of in an alcove, but for the most part,
Okay.
It makes sense.
Consistent
Yeah,
with the room. All right.
pretty much, yeah.
And that could just be this room is breaking down faster than the other rooms being an old room.
It could be. It still does strike you as a little bit odd. As a matter of fact, you kind of go over back to where you see the footprints, the line of footprints leading into the serving pantry to the east, and you kind of get the idea that almost with each step, it's not depressing as much into the dust as it goes. So it's not as if there's more dust, it's that the footprint is not making as much of an impact.
Okay. So the mass is getting lighter as it
Possibly.
goes.
Possibly.
I'm going to call Rocky over and get his opinion on this.
Rocky, you see, I'll give you a little description of the serving pantry as you peek through that door. Bum, bum, bum. Shelves and counters line this tight room where the mansion's help would assemble courses of a meal for serving in the dining room. There's even a small utility sink in one corner. Although there are some bent utensils and broken dishes littered about, the useful equipment has been transported elsewhere or sold off.
Hello, sold off.
And then
Well, it
Jack,
appears we found where the help worked.
I need somebody.
Jack, you were saying something. I'm sorry.
If you notice the dust on the floor, look closely at this footprint. And I'm going to get down on one knee and kind of just show him how it's
Oh,
layered.
not here!
Don't wave your hands, the dust.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Totally
Show him
unexpected.
how the dust layer that the footprint hasn't compressed all the way down to the actual floor.
That is quite strange, isn't it? You would expect the footprints to remain consistent all the way. It's not like a normal human being would somehow either lose mass as they walked or got farther above the surface so they didn't have as much to push down. I don't know. That's
He was burning calories, man.
I'm working on it.
I'll have
Well,
to keep that in mind.
I just wanted to let you know I'll follow as much as I can, as long as I can. But it's going to be
Yes,
difficult
well-
from here on.
Yes, well, they head on into what I would assume is some sort of service pantry over here if you want to come and take a look.
Yep, I'm going to head on in there. Do.
At you.
Hey, guys, while you check that out, I'm just going to... It seems like there's some sort of, I don't know, greenhouse or something out here. I'm just going to pop out here and take a quick peek, if you don't mind.
All right, be
Just
careful.
don't go too far. We all know what happens when you start splitting up in these places.
Yeah, you never get your pizza.
Yeah, it's... Ooh, that pizza, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. Hawaiian. Pineapple all day, every day. It's the
Every day.
best.
I make a podcast with people with the worst taste. I'm just saying.
Yeah. See, if this was the Gabe and Matt show, we wouldn't have to deal with this nonsense.
Yeah,
Isn't that
All
right,
serious. All
that is
serious.
accurate.
All right, so you guys are continuing on into the serving pantry?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's switch back to Roy and Danny real quick.
Okay.
On the side of the road, vomiting into a ditch.
Vomiting into a ditch. So you guys got the pizza, and you're actually on the boober headed back to cross the river, which is nice. And
Vomiting on the captain.
Danny is, she seems to be like starting to become a little bit morose for whatever reason. You can see like she has like kind of these shining tears in her eyes as she's looking up at the setting sun.
She's got The Shining.
All right. Hey,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Roy. I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
is you okay?
I'm okay. I just if I drink too much, I just get this way. It's been tough lately.
Don't be upset.
I won't. I promise I won't. I gotta get some food in me.
We got pizza right here.
Oh, shit, you're right. Let's scarf down one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, they won't care.
And so she sits down on the boat, the Boober's padded seat, and opens up one of the pizzas. And what did you guys order?
We're gonna eat Jack's pepperoni and ham.
Yes, please. All right, so you guys start to scarf down the pepperoni and ham, and it is like some of the best pizza you've ever had. Quite clearly, they use beer in the crust, in the dough. So it's got
You were right about this pizza.
right? I mean, this is the greatest, isn't it? Oh my god, I got to pace myself though. This is good stuff.
I was right, and I was right about the pepperoni and ham. I knew that was a good order.
Hey,
So
I got a surprise for you too. I took a couple cans of beer from the bar. Here you go. We gotta wash this shit down, right?
yeah, let's get it down.
All right, ready?
All right.
Okay, so she manages to polish her beer off, but
I got a 95 for the listeners.
most of it goes down the side of her face and like down on her shirt. But you rolled a fail, so let's hear about what happens to you after you've had some pizza and drink this beer on top of the rum.
I get
In a
too
boat.
excited. I get too excited for the chug, so I stand up to do it. And the boat hits a big wave, and I just fall and knocks the beer out off the boat.
So the beer goes flying into the air, somersaulting, and Danny like sort of reaches clawing for it as it's in midair, and it comes down and hits her right on the head,
Knocks her out cold.
and then it rolls off into the water, and you hear sploosh.
Wait, you okay?
Oh God! Oh, that hurt! Oh shit! If you had only drank more, it would not hurt at all.
Well, we need more beer.
Well, I guess you can finish what I got left here. It's mostly backwash, but it's warm.
I do like it warm.
Matches the pizza's temperature,
All right, I'll finish her beer.
All right. And you guys reach the other shoreline at I think it's Silver Springs Harbor. Is that what it's called?
It's not sober anymore.
Silver Springs Harbor. And as you pay the boober through the app, of course,
Contactless payment.
and collect your pizza, what's left of it, you're feeling quite full now. You guys demolished Jack's Pizza. And
He wasn't here when I said that we're going to eat Jack's.
that's what he gets for peeing. And so you guys
Come on,
have
guys, this
basically
is a serious podcast.
you have two
We're
pizzas
serious.
left, and you're leaning against each other, like walking back to the peninsula. And she's like, "Do you think Jack's gonna be mad?"
No, it's Jack.
Yeah, Jack, he's a good guy.
Jack don't get mad. He just gets even.
Oh, I don't like the sounds of that.
No. So here's what we'll do.
Yeah. What do we do?
Tomorrow we'll go out and we'll make a big deal about this pizza that we want, but we'll make it a bad pizza, and then we'll leave it in the kitchen and he'll eat it, but he ate a bad pizza.
Sometimes, Roy, you just make all the sense.
That's how I've dealt with Jack a while, and he's from Louisiana, so you know how that go.
Oh yeah, he's all about the alligators, right? The crocodiles and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So we better not have that on the pizza, or he'll like it.
Can I call him Hurricane Jack, do you think?
I
Is that
yeah,
too
you.
insensitive?
I think yeah, you probably can call him that.
Or
I never
Cajun
tried.
Jack?
I think he'd like Cajun Jack. Just don't call him Voodoo Jack. I
No,
do that.
Voodoo Jack is no good? All right.
Voodoo Jack's bad.
All right. And as you guys pass the gate and proceed down the path, you notice the last of the sunlight is gone. And it is now, the moon is rising full and bright. And you're about halfway back when you see something a little to the right, about maybe 50 feet, catches your eye. And it looks like a gnarled branch, but it's made of metal, glinting in the moonlight. And we'll go back to Jack and Rocky.
Ooh. They're not even drunk.
It's the beer can coming back to get you.
Ooh, nice.
Arr.
So you guys were Ricky peeled off and was heading out to check out that door while you guys were entering the serving pantry, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So Jack, you now know what to look for, right?
Uh-huh.
You got a really good
Floating prints.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So you and because you rolled an extreme and then a hard,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and give this to you as well because you're just rolling bonkers. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal.
It's to make up for the last episode.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. So
Double fumbles.
you do find. Let's move that to the map layer. The next set of prints. Again, it is becoming less and less distinct, and you can tell like it's basically just heading into one particular area.
All right.
No big shock there. Through that one door that is in the east wall. Anything else you guys want to check out in the serving pantry?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a look around the countertops, standing still, trying to be as motionless as possible,
Okay.
not to kick up any air movement.
Nice.
I want to scan the countertops to see if there's been any disturbance, which should reveal, because the dust should be like a gray level.
Mm-hmm.
It should reveal a darker spot within the countertop areas if something had been disturbed.
Understood. Okay. Rocky,
I'm just going to continue on through that doorway.
take a peek. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Whistling.
We'll go ahead and reveal that for you in a minute. Why don't each of you roll D100, please?
Again?
Perpetually.
41.
Okay.
62.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, not closer, but still
Yeah,
not quite
getting there, just inch at a time, Brian, if you know what I mean. So
Well, you can't say that here. This is a serious podcast.
serious
Yeah.
podcast, right? So Jack, you're kind of looking at the counters, and it looks like there's been no disturbance other than the footprints
Okay.
on the floor.
That's what I was hoping.
There is actually a bit less dust in here, probably because it is relatively closed off.
Right.
The two doors were actually closed in and out of here. But again, there's just not much left of anything really.
Okay.
So whoever packed up the estate, or maybe Eldridge sold off stuff before he died, you're not quite certain, but
Got it.
it's pretty bare. All the cupboards are bare.
All right.
Okay. We'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and reveal the kitchen for Rocky as he's peeking in. Reveal areas, I said.
Pikachu.
Select map.
Map.
Yeah, right. Reveal areas. Okay, now we got it. This thing's being real fluky today. We can do that. That. Okay, this is good. Boom, 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 boom,
Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Oh,
And I'll give you a little description
boom.
of the kitchen. In contrast to the rest of the manse, this chef's kitchen is nearly pristine, somehow free of the thick dust which covers almost all other spaces. A large fireplace squats to the south, where outsized hunks of meat were grilled on cast iron grates. In fact, the smell of grease is still strong from this area. A spotless tiled counter and ceramic sink have been installed to the north. Empty shelves make the room seem forlorn. A door to the northeast leads to a sizable pantry where the counter and shelves are bare and the refrigerated stainless steel larder stands empty and gleaming. And I'll go ahead and reveal that pantry as well. Might as well.
Whoop whoop.
Just give you a little...
Twofer.
And we'll go ahead and say that door is wide open. That's why you can see in there. Okay?
The door is wide open.
Yep. So that is what you see. And why don't each of you give me a D100, please?
Oh,
Again? 97.
81.
Okay.
Oh, too high, Brian. Too high.
Sorry.
Nice. Nicely done. So, yeah. You see that kitchen? And
I do.
that's all you see.
Nice.
Jack, you might want to come take a look at this.
Hit the kitchen! Yeah, I head over to the doorway
Okay.
and I attempt to find the footprints again.
Give me my track, baby.
What's a matrack?
My track.
Her name is Ma Track.
I needed a 65. I rolled a 70. I failed.
Okay. Yeah, so you see no indication at this point. So either they never came in here, which doesn't seem likely because there's only one way in and out from that serving pantry, or that lightness
Yeah, the
of
dust.
depression, and actually the lack of dust in here.
Oh.
So perhaps someone swept it away?
Oh, snap. Rocky, I lost the trail.
I figured you might have a bit of trouble considering it looks like the cleaning service was hired to only maintain the kitchen. I mean, this
True.
place is spotless compared to literally every other room we've been in this mansion so far. So maybe whoever was leaving our footprints did something in here a little more incriminating and they were just trying to hide it?
Yeah, that could be. It looks like there's only one other way out of this room.
I mean, either they went into the pantry or they left.
If they went into the pantry, they're still in there.
Tell you what, you start scouring this kitchen. I'm going to go make sure Ricky hasn't been eaten by some large mutant carnivorous plant or something of the like.
Good idea. I'll look around here, but I won't move forward till you get back.
And I'm going to spin back through the service pantry and out over here to where Ricky went to make
Got it.
sure that she's
Okay.
not dead.
And Jack, what are you doing in the kitchen?
I'm going to do what I usually do and walk around the edge, just checking for anything that seems out of place.
Cool. Give me a spot hidden, please.
There it is. I needed a 77. I rolled a 55. That's a success.
All right. So, Rocky, you leave the kitchen out through the door on the west wall and back into the serving pantry. You're about halfway across the serving pantry when the utility sink turns on by itself. And then you hear a scream from where Ricky went.
Oh, sneesh.
And Jack, almost simultaneously, as you're sweeping around the room over by the pantry door, you notice what appears to be a scrap of paper drift off one of the shelves in back and slowly fall to the floor, seesawing the entire way. And that's where we'll end it.
Ay, Dios mío, es mi malo.
Tune in
I'm
next
glad.
time
Should've
as
brought that
we. What's my line? And that's it for this. Oh, no. Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft tapes. All right, guys, let's hear some thoughts and theories. What do you think's going on?
Oof.
A lot of new evidence and things going on here.
Yeah.
Shit's weird, yo.
Any theories on the doll?
No.
How about now?
I ain't touching that shit with a 3.5-foot pole.
Yes, it's weird.
Just weird.
I'm just gonna hope that we leave it alone.
Yeah, we probably won't, but yeah.
It's gonna murder you in your sleep.
Yeah, don't sleep.
Dolls?
I just gotta
Anybody?
say I'm pretty
I'm getting
happy
this
that I left.
right? I'm getting the sinking feeling that whatever put these prints here did it to get us deeper into the house. And not so much to
Okay, something just
help
leading
us
you
find.
on.
Yeah,
Not actually the Prince of the Girls.
right.
The Prince of Thieves.
Prince of Thieves.
Or maybe
yes.
it was the Prince of the Girls, but he was just dipping the girl nuts as it was
lighter
carried.
and lighter.
As it
And
was
I looked
carried.
back and there were 2 sets of footprints. Cool. Anything about any theories about Danny and Ricky? I know you had quite a few theories last time.
I still haven't gotten to know them that well.
That's true.
I've been on the outskirts, so I'm reserving an opinion.
And you could have had red rums with her. Just saying.
True.
I'm gonna have Roy ignore the obvious,
Roy's pretty good at that, so that's
or just not pick up on the
Good
obvious.
characters,
However
yeah.
you want to look.
I like
on
it. I was hoping you'd go that route, actually. Nice.
I'm not gonna do that anymore.
So, Matt, why do you think Ricky's sticking so close to Rocky?
I mean, have you seen him? It's
That's true. That's true.
Hey-o.
He's got that weird animal magnetism.
oh yeah. No, I mean they both seem pretty intent on questioning us and are you with Delta Green and are you really with Delta Green? And that makes me think that they might not be and they're just trying to point the finger first. And be like, well, no, obviously we are, so you guys have to prove that you are too.
Nice. Cool.
You don't know me.
All right, guys. Well, those are all interesting things. So let's move on. Now it's going to be time for some hashtag recommendos where we share some of our geeky obsessions. So please roll D100 yet again.
Again.
13.
Again.
63.
All right.
87.
Brian, me, Gabe, and then Matt. So Brian, go ahead and start us off.
My recommendo's a movie.
A movie? You don't say. Happy birthday, movie house.
I watched The Devil All the Time on Netflix. Not what I expected, but it was really good. The one thing that stood out is the 3 of the main male leads in this movie. Hold on one second. 3 of the main male leads were not from the United States, but did a spot-on Southern accent. It was really impressive. It's basically the evil of humanity and how they can intertwine in kind of fall in and out of good and evil. So there's nothing. It's hard to describe, man. I'm sorry.
What's the plot?
Well, these characters, you get little snippets of stories about their lives, and then it says 7 years later, and then it's about these lives, and then it's them interacting with somebody else that interacted with someone else 7 years ago, and then now in the future when he has his own children. You just have to experience it. There's not really a way to describe it except that you get emotionally attached to these characters, even the evil ones.
Is it science fiction, drama?
No, I went into it thinking it was going to be science fiction, but it's just a drama about life. It's got Spider-Man in it.
Tom Holland.
But did they save the drama for their llama?
There's Tobey Maguire in it.
Yeah, it's got Tobey Maguire in it. So it's called Devil All the Time on Netflix. Definitely check it out. It's long though. It's over 2 hours.
Then I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah,
Watch.
It needs to be 13 minutes or less.
Exactly. Screw that. No, thank you.
No, I'm all over that Quibi. You know, everything I watch is 10 minutes or less.
Yeah, Quibi's so good.
Sponsor us, Quibi.
Yeah, I'll lie. Hey, Quibi, if you sponsor us, I'll act like you don't suck.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna do it now.
Hey, I just offered.
That was our one sponsorship opportunity. Damn it, Gabe. Damn it.
Oh, they want it more now. I said I'll act like they don't suck.
Right.
No one else
right.
offers them that.
You're negging them.
No one else would ever offer them that.
A TikTok, the Lovecraft tapes, a TikTok original series.
Only for like the next week.
Right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, Bri. I'm going to go next. And my recommendation is, as you might guess, a movie. It is called... I know. Oh, shit. We're full up on movies tonight. Sorry, guys. It is called One Dark Night from 1982, directed by Tom McLaughlin, I think his name is. He directed Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, and Sometimes They Come Back. It stars Meg Tilly, who we all love and know, and she's amazing, who plays Julie, who just wants to get into this sort of sorority club, but just like there's no sorority, so it's just this club of mean girls, and they all wear these jackets called the Sisters on the back. I have no idea why, but excuse me. So she's trying to get initiated into this club, and she's passed all of their initiation stunts so far, all the tasks that they've set for her. But unfortunately, she's also dating Olivia, the leader of the sisters, her ex-boyfriend. So she's totally jealous. Olivia's totally jealous, and basically just tries to get Julie to fail. So they have a perfect plan. They are... Brian, who's there with you? I hope there's not a ghost in your house.
My daughter just got dropped off.
Okay, gotcha. So anyways, they devise an initiation prank where Julie has to spend the night in a mausoleum, and then the other girls are going to sneak in to scare her. But what they don't know is that a famous telekinetic practitioner of the dark arts named Raymar, who was found dead in an apartment of drained co-ed women, was only today laid to rest in that exact same mausoleum.
Oh boy.
So I think you can understand where this is going to go.
No, I don't. Please explain
can't totally see it. So there's a lot of drama and setup in the first reel. There you get to know all the characters and all that stuff. In the second reel, you get a bunch of detective work with the telekinetic's estranged daughter, who is sort of uncovering the mystery of what her dad was really up to. And then in the third reel, you get this crazy, insane practical effects scare stuff where basically, I don't want to give it away, but there's a lot of zombies. Sort of zombies. They're not exactly zombies, but they're creepy as heck. And
Zombies light.
Zombies light, yeah. And
all the zombie half the calories.
And the two storylines come
Same
together
great taste.
at that mausoleum, and it's actually pretty dang scary the way that they do it. And the ending is not 100% happy either, so I always appreciate that.
I like this.
There's also a really super cool 80s arcade sequence. So I got to see all my old games. So we had Joust, Xenon pinball machine. You remember Xenon?
Nice.
Oh my god! Air hockey, Tempest, bumper
Xenu.
cars, Road Rally. Remember Road Rally?
Xanadu.
Oh yeah.
And photo booths and space mission pinball, and even a biorhythm love detector.
Oh, I remember that.
It also is kind of cool because the story that was written for the movie was inspired by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was really cool. So that's One Dark Night from 1982. I watched it on Shudder. You could probably get it elsewhere, but it's really worth checking out. I missed it in all my 80s stuff. So, all right. Next up, I believe we have Gabe.
Do it.
Uh, do it.
What?
Guys, this
Oh,
is a serious podcast now.
I'm recommending a YouTube channel. I don't know if that's a first for me. You can't ask me to keep track of these things.
Gabe, is that a
Track
first?
of those things?
No, I said you can't ask me that.
Oh, I did it.
Show is over now. It's called Defunct Land. It is a sort of a working history of a bunch of like non-existent amusement parks and amusement park rides. And I find it very interesting. The guy like goes through and he just basically talks about these old amusement parks or these old rides, or he has some that are just like old TV shows, and he talks about how they were built, all of the specs to them and stuff like that, and then eventually what was the thing that ended up and killed it. And one of the gimmicks of the channel is he's like building his own defunct land. So every season, it's like he's determining where in his park it would go. Like that's not on the show, but you can go to his website and he'll have his own park made up of these defunct rides laid out. And I find the history of that kind of stuff like a very interesting, the entertainment side of things like that, especially as someone who loves amusement parks. And I think that the guy who runs it is very well informed and talks well. It's not a very all that exciting of a recommendo, but it's something I've really enjoyed watching over the last couple of months. So that's Defunct Land. If you're into amusement parks and history of it and stuff like that, that would be good to check out.
That's cool.
Nice. That
I
does
watch
sound
their
real
stuff
cool.
all the time.
It's not about you,
production
Matt.
values on his videos are really, really good too.
Oh, that's cool.
Very
That makes
cool.
it for better.
But Gabe, if you run through Defunct Land and you still want more amusement park stuff, there's another really great YouTube channel called Expedition Theme Park that does similar stuff.
I've heard of that. I haven't checked it out yet, though. I'll have to look it up.
Cool.
Go ahead, we'll wait.
All right, Matt, why don't you close this off here?
Well, tonight I'm going to close us off with a brand new game that I've been playing a lot of lately. It's Crusader Kings 3 from Paradox Interactive. It is the latest in the line of Crusader Kings games. It is a more or less a grand strategy role-playing game where you take over as a leader in medieval times. You can take over as, the king of all of France, or you can pick, a small isolated country off in northern Africa, or pretty much anywhere on the game map, which runs from, it's basically all of Europe and Asia, or most of Asia, contains India, cuts off right around like India, and it goes up through Russia. And there's obviously room for expansion there, but there's basically almost a limitless number of places you can start from. And the game is you role-playing out your days as the leader of anywhere from your own small little hamlet, is underneath a larger series of governors all the way up to the king, or you running your own empire. And it's really fun because, yes, you can kind of play it in a very min-max way where, I'm going to take over the world, and literally you can go and steamroll over the entire map if you're good. But what's more fun with it is just to kind of pick a place that looks interesting, take a look at your starting character, and just from there role play out, as this leader of this small area, what would I do? And it comes down to you to develop your land, to make sure your people are happy, to expand out, to marry, to have kids, to make sure that when you die, someone's there to take over your line of succession. There are events that come up that kind of help paint a story. There's a lot of choice in terms of how you lead. Do you want to be a very militaristic ruler who likes to go out and raid? Do you want to be a very diplomatic ruler who, brings people into their country by being nice to them? And you can do a lot of spy and intrigue stuff. If you don't like the guy who's ruling the country next door, you can have your spy master assassinate him so he's not a problem anymore.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. I was playing as the leader of Ireland, and I wanted to start taking over Wales, start working my way through, the UK. So what I did is I had my son marry his daughter, so he was first in line for succession for Wales, and then I murdered the current king of Wales so that my kid could step up and I could just take the land from him that way.
Huh. So that sounds nice.
Oh yeah. Once you learn the basics, and it is a paradox grand strategy game, it is a fairly steep learning curve. You're going to have to put a little bit of time into figuring out all the systems and how everything kind of clicks and interacts. But once you do, and you kind of go into that mindset of I'm just going to kind of role play and take the story as it comes, it is really, really entertaining, and I've been having a super great time with it.
Cool.
Nice.
And
What was
that's
that
what
again?
It's called Crusader Kings 3, and it is available on PC. I think they might have hinted at some point about maybe trying to do something with consoles, but right now it's just PC. It's on Steam, or if you have Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass for PC, it is on there as well, so you can play it without having to buy it.
Nice.
Okay, thanks, man. And that's it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review, but maybe not a 1-star review that calls us
You can if you'd like.
That's fine. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if anybody wants to send me adoration and praise for the new, much more serious tone of the Lovecraft Tapes, because we are a serious podcast now, you can send those well-worded compliments to my Twitter at TheRealWeirdKid.
And as a serious podcast, I'm going to become the sad alcoholic Roy, and I will be continuing this. So if you want to hear more about that, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
And if you just want to get me a pizza, reach out to me at Brian Podcast. I'm hungry.
No pizza for you.
No pizza for you.
Pepperoni and ham on that pizza, in case you forgot.
Oh. Until next time, roll for red rum, red rum, red rum. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll figure out who tipped. I couldn't quite see it in the studio, so appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, have a good night. Head on over to Master Pancake on Twitch if you want to. They're doing a wrap-up of their making fun of Xanadu, which we had to miss for this, so I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
We care that much about you.
Exactly. All right.
Painkiller, Jeremy, was the one who tipped on coffee.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that. Thanks, Painkiller. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.